Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is your boy Ernest back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday. It's the weekend. It's that time to rest and relax. And what better way to have a great weekend than having another Miami Heat Talk video? Before we get started, you guys, please take a moment, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're trying to hit that 1,000 mark. We almost there. Thank you guys for your support. Click the comments. Let me know what you think about the video towards the end. And off we go, you guys, on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, this video, you guys, we're not specifically talking about the Miami Heat. We're talking about Damian Lillard. Now, I know, talking about Damian Lillard a lot this offseason. It's going to happen. It's just like Kevin Durant last season and Donovan Mitchell. But this news, you guys, I think is a little interesting. Now, I'm sure everybody has seen that yesterday Damian Lillard was on Instagram Live and he posted his live. And in the background, it was playing Welcome to Miami from Will Smith. For those of you that don't know, that song is basically the national anthem here at the city of Miami. Duh, says it in the name, Miami. But why would Damian Lillard play that on his Instagram Live? It's not a coincidence. If you think it's a coincidence, be smarter. These guys do this specific stuff to get attention. Now, before we continue to talk about that, let's backtrack a little bit because I want to educate you guys and give you guys a little timeline on what's been going on between Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers organization. The last 10 games of the season, Damian Lillard was shut down. They weren't playing anymore. Damian Lillard came out at the end of the season and he basically said that he wants to win now. And he wants the organization to start pushing as towards they want to win now. What happened after that? It started getting linked that Damian Lillard was possibly getting traded. Miami Heat started coming up. Damian Lillard goes on a podcast with Chris Haynes. He talks about rumors that if he's traded, where would he likely go? Miami, Brooklyn, New York, Boston. Where would he prefer? The first team he said was Miami. This was during the NBA Finals. Damian Lillard basically said he would love to be traded to Miami as the first option. Brooklyn was second. But if Miami won the NBA championship, he would not want to be traded there. Guess what? We didn't win. We're back at the top of the list. Okay? So what happened after that podcast? Miami Heat lose the finals. Silence. We hear nothing from either teams. Now we're hearing stuff from their camps. We're hearing stuff from Brian Windhorst, who's basically saying that if the Portland Trail Blazers don't trade that number 3 pick and get a veteran upgrade to help them win now, Damian Lillard wants out. That's what we were hearing, but from Brian Windhorst, from media outlets, from the camp between both sides, but we weren't hearing anything from Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. You know, you hear all this speculation and rumors, you guys, but until you don't hear it from the horse's mouth, it really doesn't mean anything, okay? So what happens after that? Portland Trail Blazers come out and they report before the draft that they have shut down all calls for trade options for Damian Lillard. So when a team calls them and asks them about Damian Lillard, they say, we're not trading him. He's not available. What happened after that? Damian Lillard comes out and reports. Brian Windhorst and Bobby Marks and everybody's reporting and saying that Damian Lillard wants to stay with the Portland Trail Blazers. He's coming out and he's saying regardless on what pick they make, he's going to stay with the Portland Trail Blazers. Okay? And what happened after Damian Lillard say that? The Portland Trail Blazers in the NBA draft, at the draft, they pick up Scoot Henderson with the number 3 pick, which was the best option for them, you guys. Scoot Henderson would have been the number 1 pick last year. This kid is a generational talent, and he's basically Damian Lillard 10 years ago. He's Russell Westbrook. He's the guy that you pick up to change your franchise. So basically, the writing's on the wall. You pick up Damian Lillard's successor. They're not going to play the backcourt together. Honestly. They play the same position, okay? But what happened after they drafted Scoot Henderson? The general manager from the Portland Trail Blazers comes out and says, well, Damian Lillard wants to stay here. He's shown us that he wants to stay here, and he's basically putting it on us. So we're going to go ahead and try to do right by him. Basically throwing the ball back at Dame. And then the day after the draft, what does Damian Lillard do? Does Damian Lillard congratulate Scoot Henderson? Does he talking about how he's going to mentor him? No. He posts an Instagram live on him in a club listening to the song Welcome to Miami by Will Smith. Now, I'm sorry for the long history, you guys, but what are you seeing from everything I just said? Now, a lot of you Portland fans, NBA fans may say that's all coincidences. That means nothing. But if you really look into it, that's a pattern. That's a pattern of both sides basically saying, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. They're playing hot potato. One side wants the other side to come out and say, we're open for trades. So Portland wants Damian Lillard to come out and request a trade. Damian Lillard wants Portland to come out and say, we're open to trade talks. I don't think either side wants to be the first one to say it. It's like a marriage sometimes, you guys. And that's the best way that I can describe it. A marriage, a relationship, even a friendship. It goes great in the beginning. Everything's amazing. You want everything to work out. You want everything to be perfect. But time goes on. Sometimes when time goes on, the relationship gets greater. Thank God I have that with my wife. But sometimes in a relationship, as time goes on, you see that it's not going to work out. But instead of being an adult and sitting the person down and saying, hey, look, it doesn't work for me. I'm sure you're not happy as well. Let's move on. Let's be happy. No, what does both sides do? They just make the situation worse and worse and worse until one side says, I want a divorce. So the other side doesn't feel that guilty. Hey, that person said it. Sorry to bore you guys with the analytics, but that's exactly what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that Damian Lillard wants to move on with the trade and go somewhere else. But he has said before, he's not 100% positively sure that if a trade's made, it's going to be the right move. Damian has said he's built a life in Portland. What would suck is if he gets traded somewhere and the situation doesn't work out for him and he has to stay there for the next 4 years because of his contract. He loves it in Portland. He wants Portland to go out there and get him a winning player. But at the same time, he also wants Portland to be the one to come and say, Dame, we can't find anything. Go out there and try to find a trade suitor. But at the same time, Portland, they're showing all the signs that they want to rebuild. They drafted Scoot Henderson. Yeah, there were trade rumors out there that they were going for Paul George, and they called Miami Heat for Bam Adebayo, which is fucking laughable. But they tried. They couldn't get anything. Nobody wants to go to Portland. That's pretty much it. So all the Miami Heat need to do right now, you guys, is just wait and be patient. And I know that is tough for Miami Heat fans. We're one of the most impatient fan bases I've ever seen. Not talking crap. I'm just saying, if you go on Twitter and you watch this stuff that some of these Heat fans are saying, it's ridiculous. People act like we didn't just go to the NBA Finals. All right? You guys got to remember, this team is incredible. Running it back next year is not a bad idea. We just drafted Jaime Jaquez. We have Tyler Hero coming back. Victor Oladipo, if he opts into his player option, that's a tradable contract along with Kyle Lowry. We can trade for one of those big men you guys want, run this back, and have a better upgraded team. I believe that. I believe with tradable contracts like Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Victor Oladipo, if he does decide to opt in, which he will, you can sign back Gabe Vincent as your starting point guard. If you want to bring Max Strus back, fine. If not, let him go. But that's all going to depend on what you do with Duncan Robinson. But we have tradable contracts. We have future first-round picks. This Jaime Jaquez guy we just got is a guy that can definitely help us. And like I said, you guys have said it before. You want to address the big situation. We have tradable contracts to do that. However, if Damian Lillard is on the table, that's the trade you make. He is a superstar. He immediately upgrades this roster. And I'm sorry, you guys, a big three of Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo, that's unstoppable. I don't care what anyone says. It allows Jimmy to go back to his natural position. Damian Lillard becomes our scorer. Bam is the best number 3 in the NBA. And we just fill it out. Fill it out with the young guys that we have and minimum players that will come for less money to win a championship, you guys. We saw it in the Big Three era. If we trade for Damian Lillard, we'll see it now. So, here's the last thing I want to talk about. I feel that Damian Lillard is going to request a trade soon. I see it happening. You don't post an IG video of a song with Welcome in Miami in the background the day after Portland drafts your successor if you don't want to be traded. I'm sorry, it's not a coincidence. I'm reading between the lines, and if you say it is, I call bullshit. It's just my opinion though, guys. So I believe that a trade request is coming soon. Miami need to go all in. Because at the end of the day, you guys, there's going to be so many suitors for Portland. And it's going to be all about who has the best offer. This is not like Bradley Beal being traded where he has a no trade clause. Portland can send Damian anywhere he wants. Now, they will ask Damian where he prefers to go. But at the end of the day, they're going to go with the best option. Brooklyn Nets has 11 tradable future first-round draft picks. We have about 4 up to 6 if we can unlock protections with Oklahoma City. So what you need to do is make sure that the package that you're sending out is the best one. Now look, in a perfect world, for Portland, they want either expiring contracts, young players that they can build on in the future, or a great player with a small contract. We have all 3. We do. In a perfect world, the perfect package for Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Victor Oladipo. You throw in either Nikolai Jovic or Jaime Jaquez and multiple first-round draft picks. That would be the greatest scenario in the world. It allows us to keep Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin with Damian Lillard in this lineup, Jimmy and Bam. You re-sign Gabe Vincent as the backup point guard. Get some minimum contract players. That will be a problem for the next few years. Chances are, though, that's not going to happen. For Damian Lillard, you guys, Miami's going to have to give up a big package. You're going to need Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, and or Duncan Robinson as salary fillers, future first-round draft picks, Jovic and or Jaquez, Jaime Jaquez. Hopefully we get to keep either or. Multiple first-round draft picks, and you may even have to add Caleb Martin. Now, the good news is if you do a package like that with all those players, you can get Damian Lillard and you can even get Yusuf, their starting center. Maybe Pat Riley's trying to devise a package like that. Yusuf has a great relationship with Lillard. You package them together, play with Jimmy and Bam. That's a problem right there. I hope we don't have to give up Caleb Martin. I hope we don't have to give up Jaime Jaquez. I love those 2 guys for this lineup. I'm okay with letting go of Jovic. I would love to keep him. I think he has huge upside, but it's Damian Lillard, you guys. This is the package that you need to make. So you have option A, Kyle, Duncan, Victor, some future first-round picks, which is highly unlikely, but that's the dreamable scenario. Or option B, Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, hopefully not, Kyle, Duncan, either or, maybe both, salary fillers, future first-round draft picks. That's pretty much the way this trade might have to go for Damian Lillard. So let me know, you guys, what do you think? Do you think that this pattern that I'm talking about is true? Or do you feel that all this stuff happening with Damian Lillard is a coincidence? And let's say Damian Lillard requests a trade. What are you good with giving up? Option, either of the options that I said, or give me a package for yourself. Maybe you guys can come up with something a little bit better. Realistically, you guys, we may have to give up Tyler Hero and Caleb Martin, depending on what other teams are offering. I trust Pat Riley. I trust Andy Ellisberg. I know they can get a trade that works. I am really confident Miami can do something like Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo. Possibly you throw in Highsmith, Jovic, or Jaquez with multiple first-round draft picks. That's a trade that I'm better with. It keeps us with Caleb Martin. I want Caleb on this team. Honestly, you guys, I love Tyler Hero, but I'm okay with letting him go. I know this is what we're going to have to do to get Damian Lillard. But hey, let's say it doesn't happen in a perfect world. Who knows, you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments. Go ahead and smash that like button, you guys. You have no idea how much it helps me when you hit the like button. Click the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And until next time, you guys, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Thanks for watching.